Hello students, welcome back to your English classes. Today in this video we will be doing course book, that is lesson 2 Elephant Feast. We will be doing a detailed study of this lesson. So have a look at the board. Lesson 2 Elephant Feast. Today we will be doing summary. We have already done, so I will tell it in short, and explanation of the text. Now students, do you remember the summary which I told in the previous video? It was a story about elephants. How intelligent, loving, caring and protective these creatures are. Here grandma told a story to her grandchildren regarding elephants. She said that once grandfather was sent to Bengdubi, an area near Siliguri, to find out the problem which was created by the elephants. He was sent there to investigate and find out the problem. And he found out that the people of that area, that is the villagers, they had cut down the forest. So the elephants did not have enough space to live and enough food to eat. So they started growing hungry and became angry. And then they started attacking and entering the village. At night, the elephants used to enter the village, enter the fields and destroy the crop. And then one day they came into action and they attacked a granary. That granary was close to the village and where it was a place where farmers used to store their grain. And then with a foolproof plan, the elephants, that is the group of elephants, heard. They came to the granary, they broke the wall and they made small groups, one by one. Each group entered the granary. They feasted on the paddy, and when all the animals, that is all the elephants, they ate to their fullest, they ran back to the forest. So this is the story, this is the summary, and I told you the moral also. The moral was that we should not be unkind to the animals. It is very unkind and dangerous to destroy the homes of the creatures. So now students, take out your English course book and we will be doing a detailed reading of this lesson. Now students, it's time for a detailed reading and explanation of the lesson. So let us start with a warm-up exercise. You all also take out your English course book, lesson 2. Do you recognize these places? What are they used as? Now see the first picture. It's bee, beehive, bird, nest, ant, anthill, and camp or tent. Now fill in the blanks. All living things need food and shelter. The answer will be food and shelter. So by doing this warm up only, we get an idea what follows in the lesson. That is, it is related to food and shelter of creatures. Now let us come to the reading part. The children snuggled. Snuggle means to come and sit closely with someone. We can see it in the picture also. The children snuggled up to grandma. It was story time, and grandma had many interesting stories to share. Here in this sentence, students, many, interesting, these are adjectives. And We also, when we are living with our grandma or grandpa, we also generally go to them and tell them to tell us some stories. And it's really true that our grandfather or grandmother, they have lot of stories to share with us. Tell us one of your forest stories, Grandma, said Seher. Yes, said Shadat. Tell us one about a tiger. Now, now Grandma will be telling an interesting story about elephants. Now see the lines. No, tell us one of your elephant stories, like the one about the newborn elephant calf. So, baby elephant is called calf. That made you fall. Or the one about the wild elephant that rubbed its back against your house and you thought it was an earthquake. Were you very frightened, Grandma? So, they had already heard many stories related to elephant and they asked about a story which Grandma told, where an elephant rubbed its body on the wall of the house and Grandma thought that it was an earthquake. Oh yes, I was. Well, I will tell you an elephant story which will show you how intelligent these animals are. They are also very organized, means in a proper planning, and caring creatures. Long ago, when your grandpa was a forest officer, he was sent to Bengdubi. It is a forest outpost, that means a camp, near Siliguri at the foothills of the Himalayas. That area is known as the Doors, which means doors to the mountains. He was sent there to check on what the people living there called the elephant menace. Students, please note down the word meanings now. Number 1, the word is menace. Menace. It's a noun. It means something or someone creating a lot of trouble. Something or someone creating a lot of trouble. And in this lesson, it was the elephants who created a lot of trouble. Number 2, organize. It's a verb, organized. It's a verb which means arrange or plan something. In this lesson, elephants are called as organized creatures. Number 3, creatures, noun. All type of living things except plants. So elephants are creatures and it means all sort of living things except plants. Number 4, feast. It's a noun. A large special meal. This word can be used as verb also. But here in this lesson, feast is a noun, a large special meal. Number 5, snuggled. Verb. Came close to feel comfortable and cozy. The grandchildren, they came close to grandmother so that they feel comfortable and cozy. Number 6, outpost. It's a noun, small camp. Number 7, intelligent. It means, it is an adjective. It means able to think, learn and understand quickly. Able to think, learn and understand quickly. So elephants are considered as intelligent creatures. Now have a close look at all the meanings. Number 1, menace. Number 2, organized. Number 3, creatures. Number 4, feast. Number 5, snuggled. Number 6, outpost. Number 7, intelligent. Grandfather, as he was a forest officer, he was sent to this place to find out the problem. He was asked to investigate and inspect the place and find out what was the problem with the elephants. Now see the next paragraph. Wild elephants were wandering. Students, the word wild, it is an adjective, and wandering means to roam here and there. So, wild elephants were wandering into rice fields and eating up the crops at night. The night guards tried to scare off means to make them frightened. Scare off the hungry beasts. Here beast means elephants. But the elephants were not so easily frightened. Your grandpa went out to inspect. Inspect means to find out, to look into the matter carefully. Your grandpa went out to investigate the place. That means to inspect. Okay. So, I am repeating the line once again. Your grandpa went out to inspect the place. He found that a large part of the forest had been cut down. Only a very narrow part. Here students, again, narrow, it's an adjective. Only a very narrow part of the old forest, old adjective, old forest area remained, and the elephants lived there. So now grandfather find out the problem. He found out that the elephants, they were not having sufficient place to live. Elephants need large spaces to live in, and they also need a lot of food. The people had taken these away. So now the problem was clear. The villagers, that is these people, they have cut down the forest. So the elephants, they were not having enough place to live, and they were also not having sufficient food to eat. So now the elephants, they were growing hungry day by day, and so the hungry elephants turned to be very angry and aggressive. So the people had taken these things away. How would you feel if your home was taken away and you didn't have enough to eat? So now the writer is asking us that how would we feel if someone takes away our home and if we don't have enough to eat? Now definitely students, we will feel very angry. Very bad, of course, said Shahadat. While explaining the summary, I told you that when the homes of the animals are taken away, snatched or destroyed, how will they react? They will become very angry, aggressive and try to attack. And this only happened in the case of these elephants. They were not getting enough food. They were not able to feed themselves and their young ones. So although these elephants are considered as very loving and caring creature, but The condition made them very wild. Now let us see the next paragraph. Well, the wild elephants kept getting hungrier and hungrier, and they also became angry. So I explained you earlier only that since they were not getting sufficient amount of food, now they were growing angry. A hungry animal is an angry animal. Once they even chased a man down the forest road and broke the wall of a house in search of food for their little ones. So now in this lesson, two examples are given to show that the elephants, they were very angry. The first example is that one day they chased a man. Chased means to follow a man. They chased a man down the forest road. And the second example, that they broke the wall of a house in search of food for their small little ones. So now it was time for the elephants to be in action. Not far from the village, there was an old granary. So here again in this sentence you can find adjective here. And what is granary? A building where grain is stored. There was an old granary where the farmers stored their grain till they could sell it to a merchant. And then early one morning, the elephants, with their foolproof plan, they attacked the granary. Early one morning, an elephant, clearly the leader of the herd, appeared at the granary. After looking around for a while, it returned to its herd. So here in these lines, students, early and one, they are adjective. So one fine morning, an elephant who was the leader of the group, that is, the group of elephants are called herd. It came towards the granary to inspect it, to find out the walls, how strong they are, how thick they are. And after gathering the information which it needed, it went back to the herd. So I'm reading the lines, now see. Early one morning, an elephant, clearly the leader of the herd, appeared at the granary. After looking around for a while, it returned to its herd. And then the action starts. A little later, little, it's adjective. A little later, two men who were on their way to the granary saw the herd move towards the granary in an almost military order. Military means like the soldiers do. Okay? The alarmed men speedily, that means quickly, climbed a banyan tree and hid themselves among its leafy branches. So these two men, you can see in the picture, they were so afraid that they quickly climbed up a tree and covered themselves with leafy leaves and hid behind the leafy branches. They watched the elephants. The wall of the granary were thick and strong, but the elephants seemed to have a plan. One elephant went around it as if inspecting it. One of the largest elephants of the herd then took up a position at a corner of the granary and started hitting the wall with its tusks. Then what happened? When it became tired, another elephant took the turn. When it was tired, another took over. and then another, till several bricks gave way. Now, what does the sentence mean? Several bricks gave way means they kept on hitting the wall until a hole was made. And when the hole was created, they still kept on hitting so that the hole or the opening was large enough for an elephant to enter. Let's see meanings of some of the words. Number 8, inspect. It's a verb. It means to look at something very carefully. So, grandfather was sent to inspect and find out the problem of that area. Number 9, granary. It's a noun. A building where grain is stored. So, granary was the place where the elephants attacked. Number 10, alarmed. It's a verb. It means afraid. The two villagers, when they saw the herd of elephants, they were afraid. Number 11, appeared. It's a verb. It means come and seen. Or you can say to become visible. So, again I am repeating, inspect, to look at something very carefully. Granary, building where grain is stored. Alarmed, afraid. Appeared, come and seen. As I explained you that now an opening was created. That means a hole was made. But the hole was too small. Now just see what the elephants did. An opening was created. Created means formed. And soon it was made larger and larger. Now why it was made larger? It was made larger so that the elephants could go inside. When they had made a hole big enough, big is adjective here, big enough for an elephant to enter, the herd divided itself into groups of 3 or 4, since only a few could find room inside. So what does this line means? It means that the granary was small and only a few of the elephants could go inside. So they were so intelligent that they made groups and they did the thing in an organized way. Then one by one, each group entered the granary to feast. Feast means? It means to eat the large special meal. Then one by one, each group entered the granary to feast on the paddy. When one group had eaten all it could, its place was taken by another. One of the elephants stood guard at a distance. So see students, they had a foolproof plan. So as the others were eating, one elephant was standing as a guard outside the granary, so that if something happens, he could quickly warn the rest of them and they could run away from the place. So one of the elephants stood guard at a distance. After all the elephants had feasted, feasted means eaten very nicely, had feasted to their fullest, the guard trumpeted loudly. That means made a loud noise. And the herd rushed off into the forest. Wow, Grandma, said Seher. That's just like an army raid. Raid means sudden surprise attack on a place. So she said that it was just like a raid. That means it was a surprise attack on the granary. Yes, said Grandma. As I told you before, elephants are very intelligent creatures. And also remember that they are very caring, protective, and completely unselfish animals. So, at last, Grandma said that I told you this story to tell you that these elephants are very intelligent creatures. They are very caring, protective, and completely unselfish. But when we start disturbing them, that is when we try to destroy their homes, then these animals don't have any option but they are compelled to behave in this way. So now students, can you tell me how these elephants showed that they are caring and protective? Students, we can say that elephants are intelligent creatures from two examples of this lesson. The way the elephants broke the wall of the granary and the way they attacked the granary. It showed that they had a foolproof plan. So, we can say that elephants are intelligent creatures because they planned the attack and they executed it. And about their caring nature, we can say that yes, elephants care for each other because when one elephant was tired after hitting the wall, the other took over. So this showed that they cared about each other. And at the time of eating also, the elephants, they made groups and each group went inside, feasted on the paddy and then came out and then the next group went. So this also showed that the elephants cared for each other. And regarding protectiveness, we can see also in the picture that when the group of elephants were inside the granary, one elephant was standing at the gate, that is outside the granary. We can see it in the picture. One elephant was standing outside the granary as a guard to see that everything is fine or not and would warn them if some danger came. So these are the examples from which we can say that elephants are intelligent, caring and protective animals. Now let us see meanings of some of the word. Raid. It's a noun. It means sudden surprise attack on a place. As I read in the lesson, the elephants, they raided. That means they made a sudden surprise attack on the granary. So the word raid is being used for elephants. Next, unselfish. Adjective. When you care about others' feeling, you are unselfish. Elephants are unselfish creature. Protective. Adjective. It means protection. Elephants also, they used to protect each other. And the next one, trumpeted. It's a verb. It's a sound made by elephant. And here in this lesson I told you that when all the elephants, they feasted on the paddy, the guard, that is the elephant who was standing as a guard, it made a noise that is trumpeted and all the elephants, they rushed back towards the forest. Students, have a look at the value pick. This value pick is your home assignment. Which part of the story tells us that it is not only unkind but also dangerous to destroy the homes of wild animals? I am repeating, which part of the story tells us that it is not only unkind but also dangerous to destroy the homes of wild animals. So you have to find out the sentence in the story which will be the answer, and then you have to mark the answer in the book only. You can put bracket and mark those lines. And have you observed, students? The moral of the story also lies in the value pick only. It is not only unkind but also dangerous to destroy the homes of wild animals. So this is the moral of the story. So now this is the first assignment which I have given you. Now the next home assignment. Students, page number 18. Exercise C and the pair of work. I am repeating. Page 18, exercise C and the pair of work is your home assignment. You are supposed to do this home assignment in the book itself.